So in today's lesson, we are going to look at how to change Y to IES in nouns and verbs. But don't forget, in nouns, when we change Y to IES, it is becoming plural. But in nouns, when we change Y to IES, it is becoming what? Singular, right? And secondly, there are some instances where the word ends in Y, but we don't change Y to IES, we only add S. The formula we are going to see it. Then how do we, in adjectives, especially irregular comparison, how do we do it? That's one. Then two, we are going to see how when what's end in E. In nouns, what do we add? We normally add S, isn't it? When we add S in nouns, it becomes singular, plural, but in verbs becomes singular, right? And we are going to see the ing forms. Then lastly, what's the ends in E? Irregular comparison, we only add what R here in what comparative degree and E and ST in what superlative degree. This is what we are going to look at today. So let's begin. We now see Y in nouns, right? So look at the rule. If the word ends in a consonant plus Y, consonant plus what? Y. We change Y to I and what? ES. That is the rule. This rule is general. Anywhere you see it, just do it. Those what apply the rule is understood. So this is nouns plural. So we have what? Baby. You see the word ends what? Consonant plus Y, right? So we change the Y to I, then ES to become plural. We have story. The word ends in what? Consonant plus Y, isn't it? So we now have what? Stories. We change the Y and add what? IES. We have duty as a noun, right? Duties. You are seeing the formula, right? Lily, lilies. Company, companies. So these are a few examples. So we have in verbs, when we change the Y to IES, it becomes what? Singular. This is cry. We have cries. Fly, flies. Nullify, nullifies. Deny, denies. Isn't it? Dry, dries. So you see we are applying the what? The formula. Then we said B. This is A, right? If the word ends in vowel plus Y, you know the vowels. There are 5, right? We have A, E, I, O, U. So we now say B. If the word ends in what? Vowel plus Y, we add S only, meaning no need of changing Y to IES. So in nouns, plural, in verbs, singular, right? So this is tray. It ends in vowel. This is A, right? So trays. Story, you see EY, right? Stories. Guy, guys. Tray, trays. Boy, boys. Key, keys. You are seeing the what vowel letters before the Y. So that's why we add S. Already you knew this, right? So for verbs we have stay, stays. Play, plays. Enjoy, enjoys. Employ, employs. Hope you understand it. So we are done with this one in nouns and verbs. So in adjective, why in regular comparison of adjectives? You know we have comparison of adjectives. We have regular comparison and irregular comparison. So we have base, or we call it positive, and we have comparative and what? Superlative. So the formula is that, just look at it very careful. When our adjective ends in Y, in base form, in comparative degree, we change the Y to IER. This is the formula. But in superlative degree, we change the Y to what? IEST. Example, pretty, prettier, prettiest, or you can say prettiest, right? We are changing the final Y in comparative degree to IER. In superlative degree to what? IEST. Please, you should be very careful with this formula. We have lazy, lazier, laziest. Dirty, dirtier, dirtiest. You see, we are applying the formula, right? Colder, coldier, coldiest. Then we have cloudy, cloudier, cloudiest. Sunny, sunnier, sunniest. Sunny is right. Salty, saltier, saltiest. If I ask you, we have easy now. We have what? Easy. Can you tell me the comparative degree of easy? What is it going to become? Easier, right? Can you spell it since we are in spelling skills? Spell it for me. E-A-S. Easy. Easier. Comparative degree. I-E-R. That's the spelling. Good. What of easiest? E-A-S-I-E-S-T. You see the formula that we are applying the formula, right? So that is it. Salty, saltier, salties. We can have sugar, sugary, sugarier, sugary. Don't say because they are adjectives now. I hope you get me right. So in that comparison, that's what we do it. So now we are done with what issue of why. So now E in nouns and verbs. If the word ends in E, we add S only, be it in noun or verb. But don't forget, when we add the S in what? Nouns, it's becoming plural. When we add the S in verb, it's becoming what? Singular. We have apple, right? Apples. Crime, crimes. Love, loves. Is that understood? But don't forget, this word love can become noun, can be verb, right? So it depends on the context we use it. We have delete, deletes. Move, moves. Hop, hops. All the words ends in what? Final E. We only add S. So, but when I was E in ing forms, how do we do it? You should be very careful with this formula. We say we normally drop the silent E. Don't forget, we say silent E. We must make sure that word is silent. We don't mean any word that ends in E. So that's what we mean. We normally drop the silent E. In ends of words and adding ing. Is that understood? So this is the word and this is the ing form. We have delete. You see the E at the end, we don't pronounce it, right? So here we have delete, meaning we drop. We remove. Drop means we remove, isn't it? Hop, hopping. Love, loving. Move, moving. Complete, completing. I hope you are with me. So then we say note. So there is some exception. We have die. This IE, we can't say it's silent. This is what vowel, right? So for what die, if you are adding ing, please, you are changing Y. You are changing what? You are changing what? Just look at it. This IE, we just add what? We add Y and ing. You should take note. That's how it is. Don't say, so what is the formula? Just take it as it is. DIE as in die. Yes, there is I. There is a formula for that. We change the I to Y. And then E to then ing, right? So, then we have this word die as well, DYE. We only add what ing. You see the E at the end, right? So the E maybe is silent, but here we only add ing. So that's what we want you to be very careful. Is that understood? If we can say the boy is dying, maybe he is sick. Always say he is ill. When somebody is ill, we can say he is dying, right? But this dying, when you are changing color about something, meaning dying, right? We can also say the boy is dying his clothes, right? So lastly, E in regular comparison of adjectives. So there are some adjectives that ends in E. Some adjectives that ends in what? E. So the formula is that when adjective end in E, especially in the base form, in comparative form we only add R. In superlative form we add what? ST, meaning after the base. Large, larger, largest. Handsome, you can say handsomer, handsomest, but you can also say more handsome or most handsome. But when you say handsome, handsomer, handsome, nobody can say you are wrong. In grammar, is that understood? Then the next word we have brave. You see the word ends in E, right? So we add what? R after the E, right? In what? Comparative degree, and in superlative degree we add what? Est. Then we have wise, wiser, wisest. So this is all about what? Spelling skills. This we apply it in what spelling. Is that understood? Yes. So any question before I depart? Now, what is it that you don't understand, please? Ask question. Oh, you all understand? No question, right? No question.